Hi, Helen. My name is Cameron Harris. As you know, I'm your occupational therapist, and I just wanted to sit down and talk with you and go over your assessment that we did today. So, for the first assessment that we did the Times Up and Go assessment. And so, what this test is basically what we're looking for when we take this test is your ability to balance your potential for fall risk and see how well you can get up and go, basically. And so your completion time in that was 7 seconds, which was fantastic. For your age group, typically we want to see between 7.5 seconds and 7.9 seconds. So you were well above the norms for your age group. And so that means that you have a low potential for fall risk and your balance is very good as well too. So that's what we want to see. So that was great. The next assessment that we did the 6-minute walk test. And so what we're looking for when we're taking this test is your ability to walk over a long period of time, your endurance level, and we're also checking to see if you have any symptoms while you're walking. Any shortness of breath, any dizziness, any confusion, or things like that. And as I was assessing you, I didn't see any of these signs nor symptoms, so that was fantastic as well too. And you did a total of 1,550 feet. So for your age group and for your gender, that was right within the means and the norms of your age group. So typically between that age group and your gender, we want to see 1,440 to 1,845 feet. And so like I said, you were 1,550 feet, so that was fantastic. That was right within the norms, so that was great. Helen, next thing we assessed was your ability to cook. So I know that you love to cook. You cook all the time. And so we just gauged your ability to see how well you can complete your ADL task of cooking. And so I noted that you were able to gather your materials. You knew the materials that you needed. You knew the recipe straight from your head, so that was fantastic. And you completed this task within a good amount of time because you told me it takes about 30 to 45 minutes and you completed it usually within that time frame. So that was fantastic as well too. Also, I was assessing your ability to weight shift or to, put weight on one side or the other, and you did a great job with that. I didn't see you overcompensating or leaning more towards one side. As you said, you had up some pain in your right foot from time to time with prolonged activity. And I was monitoring that and asking you how you're feeling throughout the assessment. And you said you were feeling fine and your foot was doing good. So that was great. So at this time, I'd like to say that you were fantastic. You were great. You completed everything within your functional limits. So that's what we want to see. So Helen, at this time, I do not recommend any occupational therapy for you at the moment. Like I said, you did great. You did all your tasks within your functional limits, which is what we want to see. I did note that you do have pain from time to time in your right foot with prolonged activity. So you could benefit from some energy conservation skills, such as taking a seat after prolonged activity so that way you're not putting too much pressure on that foot. Also, since you love to cook a lot, probably having your ingredients all in one area and are ready for you to go, so that way you're not walking back and forth in the kitchen, because I noted that you have a pretty long kitchen. Also, the stairways up into your house, you only have one entrance way into your house, and I noticed that there wasn't any really lighting for that area or railing, so I would probably recommend that you add some additional lighting, possibly a ramp or some railing on that side, so that way you're not falling going up into your house. Like I said, you did overall great. And Helen, do you remember those energy conservation skills I recommended for you? Great, fantastic. Yes, you did a great job. Those were the two that I recommended for you. And Helen, if you have any other issues, if you notice any pain in that right foot, please write down the severity, the location, and how you're feeling and what activity you're doing while you're experiencing that pain. But Helen, you're all set to go. Thank you for having me here, and I hope to see you again.